Hey everyone, how are you? Now, recently I promised that I would start a Tools for Success series, which I think are really important for us to achieve what we're more than capable of. So the first tool that I'm going to talk about in this series, which is going to run till the end of November, is ask for more. Now, if you want to experience more success, then you need to ask for more. See, no one's coming to save you. There is no one coming. There is no hero, no savior to make all the difference for you. You will have to be your own hero. No one's going to come and just turn up with, I don't know, that special someone that you want in your life. No one's going to just come and turn up with that promotion or that pay rise or that business client that pays you everything you want to be paid. You have to ask, and you've got to be able to feel that you can ask as well. Now, the truth of the matter is that the people who get simply ask. That's it. And you know what? You cannot ask for what you do not know. So if you don't know what you really truly want and you're not spending time clarifying and understanding that, how do you expect to ask for it? How do you expect other people to know? How do you expect it to come to you if you have no clarity? So one of the things I always do with my clients is I talk about their clarity, what they want, how they want it, and why it's important. Because if you don't know, nobody else can. How can you meet, your needs if you don't know what you want, what your needs are? But also, how do you expect anybody else to help you if you're not clear? So the crux of the matter is this. In order for you to have more, to get more, to achieve more, you first need to explore what you want first. And that's why you hear me talk about this all the time. Because once you know what you want and you believe it in your heart that you can achieve it, then you can start asking. And you need to ask without reservation. You need to ask with expecting a yes. You need to ask and believe that it is going to happen, that it's for you. And you need to ask knowing that you are worthy of it. Now, there was a study last year in 2019 by Good Money Week, and they did a poll of 2,000 people who found 41% of men talked about a salary pay rise with their manager. And when they did this, right, and they'd done it like in the last 6 months, and when they did this, they were excited by asking. They felt challenged, like, yeah, I'm going for it. And when we look at the women who were asking, at least a third of those women felt terrified, or they hadn't asked for that pay rise. That's crazy, right? We have the power in our own tongue, and so it's important that we use that. We are keeping ourselves stuck by not asking, and then at times complaining that we don't have what we want. You know what? We spend so much of our lives conditioned to believe that, we shouldn't be pushy, or that asking is pushy, or that, we put other people before ourselves, and yet the advice we get when we get on a plane is put your gas mask on first. And I always say to my clients, fill your cup first, give from your overflow. You don't wait for somebody else to put on your gas mask. You don't put it on somebody else first. You put it on yourself first. So come on, you guys, you've got the power. You have the power of choice. You can talk, and if you can talk, you can ask. So stop waiting to be seen. It's time to stop hoping that it will get better. It's time to stop hoping that you'll get a pay rise, hoping that a significant other will come into your life, hoping that your business will do well, and it's time to ask. I mentioned a week or so ago about my book Close That Sale, and literally it was about asking. People don't ask, and then they don't understand why they didn't get the sale. We don't ask enough. Even for help, we do not ask, and then we wonder why nobody wishes to help us. It's not that they don't, it's that they don't know that you need help. I know it can be really nerve-wracking when it comes to asking. And if you are nervous about asking, then there are a few things that you can do. So the first thing is prepare the business case in your own mind as to why you should have what it is you want or what it is you're asking for. And I think this is so important. It doesn't matter whether it's a personal thing or it's a business thing or a professional thing. You need to understand your own case as to why you want it, why you're asking, why somebody should help you, why somebody should say a yes. Because when you're clear on that, and you maybe even if you get rebuffed, you have the evidence, you have the business case, you have the reasoning behind why you deserve it. So firstly, prepare, get really prepared before you ask. And then practice in the mirror, practice just standing up in your living room, practice in the bathroom, practice asking, right? And I would also say thirdly, is to practice asking for smaller things first in advance of a big ask, because you need to get in the habit of asking. And then spend time focused on believing that it's yours. Because if you don't believe it, nobody else will. So spend time really just sitting with it and then visualize, which is number 5, visualize yourself asking and getting a positive response. So I'm going to tell you this, ask. Ask, please, ask. Start asking. Nobody knows if you don't ask. Nobody can say yes if you don't ask. And just remember this. Focus on the fact that it's a 50% chance of getting yes, rather than focusing on a 50% chance of getting a no. So focus on that yes. And lastly, and most importantly, remember this, ask. Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. I hope that's been really helpful for you, and I'll be back next week with another tool for success.